Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over the first 400 miles with the new energy suspension cab bushings. So as y'all know, we put those in the one of the last videos. So we're gonna go for a little ride here, and I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about them. So, like I said, about 400 miles already. About 5 days. So I'm gonna fire this thing up, let it warm up. It is a cold one this morning. It's nice weather, but it's just cold. So fire this thing up, let it warm up a second, and we'll get going. Alrighty, guys. So first 400 miles with the new cab bushings, energy suspension, poly cab bushings. Let's see, we were sitting at like 300 miles the other day. Now we're almost at 1,000. So far, I'm pretty happy with them. Now, one thing that we did do is we found out the doors, the back doors back here, also rattle. So we took some tape, and I'll actually pop out real quick and show y'all. But we took some electrical tape, got some down in here, and wrapped around the door. It'll open right here, right there. You see, it's already wore through. This one's rattling again, so probably gonna have to get some new latches. But the doors do rattle in this thing, so I'm gonna have to get some new door latches. That one was real bad, so we put a lot of tape on it, but it doesn't rattle. The only bad thing about tape is you gotta yank the door open, so I don't like that too well, but at least it does get rid of the rattling. Alright, so like I was saying before I got a phone call, the bad thing about doing that is you gotta yank the door open. You know, it is what it is, but we are going to get some new of those latches. So I'm gonna do that pretty soon. We're gonna go out on a little test here in a second once the truck warms up. And I'm gonna get some sound clips for both videos, this and the wheels and tires, and you'll probably be able to hear the doors rattling back here, or at least this one on the driver's side. This one over here, we put a lot of tape on it and it doesn't rattle, but that was a temporary fix because that was driving me insane. But as far as the cab bushings themselves, the truck seems to ride a lot better. You know, beforehand I had kind of mentioned in some of my other videos, this truck has airbags on the rear. We run them at zero pressure. So with the Schrader valves closed, you know, you hit a bump and it does fill the airbag a little bit. It compresses, gives it a little more pressure inside the bag itself. But that was because this truck rode like a brick. And now with the new cab bushings, it's a lot smoother. It's a lot softer in the rear end. The front rode pretty good anyway, but the rear always rode like a brick, and now it's a lot softer. So very happy about that. But as we did the cab bushings, there are a bunch of things that I kind of found that we need to do. Steering stabilizer, for whatever reason, after doing the bushings, I seem to get a lot more steering feel. You know, you get a little bit of this going down the road. So definitely need to get a steering stabilizer on this truck. This truck was supposed to have one because it is the FX4 package, you know, 4-wheel drive, all that stuff. But, and I think part of the bracket is still down there, but I think the last owner removed it. This truck has been wrecked. I can tell it's been wrecked. I mean, the airbag is a different color. This airbag, I think it's this side. Yeah, this side is missing the bolt cover for the airbag bolt. Just a bunch of different stuff's not right. I had mentioned in one of the other videos, you can see Bondo markings on the bed, or at least I can, because I've done that stuff. But you can see Bondo markings on the bed. That is probably from somebody applying Bondo. They didn't block it down or guide coat it. They just kind of sanded it down a little bit and painted over it. So I'm gonna say that's what the light spots are. Is the either they didn't prime over the body filler and it sucked the pigments out of the paint, or they primed it, put one coat of paint, and called it good. But anyways, this truck has been wrecked before. We found a lot of kind of remnants of that when we did these cab bushings, so that might contribute to our door rattles and whatnot. So that's one of them things. It is what it is. Sometime or another, I would like to get a matching airbag and get a new cover for behind here. You don't see it, nobody notices it, but it bothers me. So, you know, it is what it is. But if y'all remember, I'll actually throw a picture up here on the screen right now of the old bushings. And you can see in there the one new energy suspension one back there. So a lot different. The body lines match on this truck now, and everything else. Anyway, back to the whole wreck thing. I kind of got off track. But the steering stabilizer. I'm gonna say when this truck was wrecked, the steering stabilizer was damaged, and the owner didn't want to put it back on, so they just took it off, left it off. You know, there you go. Cheap fix for your wrecked truck. But some of the things that kind of revealed too, while I was on that topic, is a little bit of you know, vibration here in the steering. The carrier bearing is completely shot. It needs replaced, so we're going to be getting one of those pretty soon and throw in here. It needs front shocks. Kind of knew that anyway, but now when you go over a bump, it seems like this side over here comes up a lot faster, like the shock isn't doing anything. It's not dampening, so it kind of bounces. But I need to do that. The new door latches. So there's a couple things that we still need to do to make this thing good. But I think this thing's getting warmed up. So here in a second, we're gonna go out. And I'm gonna give you all a couple sound clips, go over some bumps and that kind of thing, and I'll show y'all what it looks like and what it sounds like and all that stuff. Okay guys, so I'm sure y'all remember this little stretch of road from the last video. So we're gonna go down through here and get it like a comparison sound clip. I think I still have the other one that I'll throw in here, but if I do, it'll be before this one. But just listen. I'm not gonna do much talking. It's a bumpy road, I'm sure y'all remember, but here we go. That's the same exact little drive I did the other day. If y'all can hear that over here, hear that? That is my change up here. I have a bad habit of just chunking change up there and it rattles. But I don't know if y'all heard the back door back there. Let me put the phone back here. Yeah, I'm sure y'all can hear that. Those are the back doors. But as far as all of our cab bushing squeaks and rattles and clunks and all that crap, it's all gone. So I am very, very happy about that. You know, truck ride's a little stiffer. You can feel a lot more, but you know, it is what it is. I now know why Ford does the bushings that they use, the polyurethane or the foam bushings. It's supposed to dampen everything, make it a lot smoother, so on and so forth. But even with the new poly bushings, it's still pretty good. So it's nice to just listen to it, no clunking. I had this truck over a year and a half now, and almost a year and a half. Bought it May of 2019. Right now it is October 30th, I think, 29th, 30th, something like that. We're almost into November, but I am pretty happy with that. Nice and smooth. No more clunking. That's a big one. I can put up with a little more harshness in the ride, to not have to listen to the clunking and explain to everybody that rides in the truck, what is that clunking? Yeah. It's not going to fall apart, it's just the bushings. But I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to film the sound clip for the wheel and tire video. I don't know which video is going to go at first, but oh yeah, and then there's that thing. My flasher relay doesn't like it cold. If you let it warm up, it doesn't do that. But anyway, guys, I'll see y'all when we get back to the house. Alright guys, so I got y'all set up here on the gauge cluster of the truck, so you can see the steering wheel here in front of y'all. I don't have a phone mounting this thing yet. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put one. Yes, still no headliner. It's right in there, in my office. Working on that. I just need to get everything, a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, as far as the cab bushings, very happy with them. The install, not the easiest. You got to pull the back seat out and the little shelf thing. I was gonna leave the shelf out, but it leaves a pretty good sized hole in the carpet. So throw that back in. I don't want to look at that. So it is what it is. But threw the shelf back in. The front ones, the front bushings were a pain. I had to pull the front bumper off to do those. Pull the tow hooks off, that way you can take your arm and reach inside the frame and actually get to the bushings themselves. So that was a bit of a pain. The side ones really weren't that bad. The front, so we were trying to do it with the bumper on, didn't want to pull the bumper off. I didn't care to. My grandpa didn't want to, because it was already kind of late in the day. But much easier if you just pull the bumper off. I might make a video in the future pulling the bumper off of one of these, but it's not that difficult. You just have a couple bolts to pull out and whatnot. But It's not that difficult. So cab bushings aren't bad, but anyway guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching guys. I hope everybody has a great day.